Date: February 9th, 2022 at 6 hours 3 minutes and 44 seconds Eastern Standard Time. 2. Elizabeth Williams, CC. Elizabeth Studio email. Subject: Maxwell trial sketches. Great. I'm around Thursday to chat. You can call me at my cell. Are any of these 4 attached sketches ones you drew? Thanks. Anytime. We can discuss options. Ideally, I'd prefer the originals. Maxwell trial. Arguments underway in federal case. Start deliberations today. Maxwell faces up to 70 years in prison. On February 8, 2022, at 22:29, Elizabeth Williams. Hi. Yes, that was my work. Are you seeking prints or originals? I'm at the Sarah Paint trial tomorrow, but should be available on Thursday if you'd like to discuss further. Thanks. Elizabeth. On Tuesday, February 8, 2022, 9:33 a.m. Hello, I'm looking to track down who did sketches of myself and my partner during the Maxwell trial. She was called to testify for the defense when sketched, and I was sketched. While setting up the massage table, we are looking to purchase some of these sketches. Please let me know if that was you, or you can assist me in my search. Thanks. Now, this next segment is very interesting, because this is a police report that has been filed by Mark Epstein, the brother of Jeffrey Epstein, alleging that his brother Jeffrey Epstein was murdered. Now, there have been many conspiracy theories that Jeffrey Epstein was deleted under request of the rich and powerful. Others say it was ordered by the cartel. Both theories are viable theories, as both parties mentioned could not let Jeffrey Epstein stand trial, where Epstein was rumored to release all the information he had on the powerful. Epstein's tentacles ran deep into all cracks of the underworld, and there are too many potential names of people connected to Epstein that makes it almost impossible to come up with a definitive name of whom may want Epstein deleted, instead of Epstein self-deleting himself in his cell in 2019. Let us now dive into this police report. Whereas. Subject: External email. Allegations of murder of Jeffrey Epstein in NY. Date: Thursday, the 23rd of February, 2023, 3 hours 33 minutes and 36 seconds. Importance: Normal. Special Agent. I am a threat intake examiner, TIE, at the FBI National Threat Operations Center, NTOC unit, where we receive information from the public regarding criminal activity and threats to national security. The following information is being forwarded for your situational awareness and any action deemed appropriate. On February 22, 2023, at 6:24 p.m. Eastern Time, Mark E. Stein, date of birth, cellular telephone number, email account regarding allegations of murder of Jeffrey Epstein in residential address. Date submitted: February 22, 2023, 12:42 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Transaction number: violation other. Emergency: false. Threat to life: false. Submitted text: Jeffrey Epstein was murdered in his jail cell. One has reason to believe he was killed because he was about to name names. I believe President Trump authorized his murder. Violation questions: what was the exact crime that occurred? Murder. When did the crime/incident occur? Please provide an approximate date and time. August 9th, 2019. Where did the crime/incident occur? Please provide the specific location/address if possible. FCC. Manhattan. Additional info. Feel free to contact me. How is contact known? Obvious. Victim information. First name: Jeffrey. Last name: Epstein, deceased, DOB, January 20th, 1953. Phone type: other. International: false. Phone number: phone Xed. Type: other. Address: deceased. City: deceased. Zip: 33,365. First name: Mark. Last name: Epstein. DOB: redacted. Phone type: cell international, false. Country: U.S. Region: city. Postal code: time zone: 5 o'clock. Please advise an NTOC SSA if you need further assistance concerning this matter via telephone at or via email at. A guardian containing this information can be drafted by the FBI NTOC upon request of the New York Division. Sincerely, NTOC. Is that not crazy? It is also proof that self-deletion of Jeffrey Epstein was just so literally unbelievable that the man's own brother filed a police report to have his brother's self-deletion re-investigated as a deletion. I hope we hear more on the findings of this police report. This next email is discussing the sentencing dates and details on Ghislaine Maxwell for the USA versus Maxwell case. FW. Activity in Case 120 Crossing 0033 OAJN USA versus Maxwell. Memorandum and Opinion. Date: Friday the 29th of April 2022, 21 hours 29 minutes and 50 seconds plus 0000. Importance: Normal. Attachments: the 29th of April 2022, _opinion _ order.pdf. Attached is Judge Nathan's order on the last round of post-trial motions. I'm happy to report that this now means that all post-trial motions are resolved, and we are proceeding to sentencing as scheduled. Have a great weekend. From Sent. Friday, April 29, 2022, 4:54 p.m. 2. Subject: Activity in Case 120 Crossing 0033 OAJN USA versus Maxwell. Memorandum and Opinion. This is an automatic email message generated by the CM/ECF system. Please do not respond to this email because the mailbox is unattended. Note to public access users, there is no charge for viewing opinions. U.S. District Court, Southern District of New York. Notice of electronic filing. The following transaction was entered on April 29, 2022, at 4:54 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time, and filed on April 29, 2022. Case name: USA versus Maxwell. Case number: 120 Crossing 0033 OAJN. Document number: 657. Docket text: Opinion and order as to Ghislaine Maxwell. See this: Opinion and order. V. Conclusion. For the foregoing reasons, the court denies the defendant's Rule 29 motion because the jury's guilty verdicts were supported by the witness testimony and documentary evidence presented at trial. The court denies the defendant's motion based on constructive amendment or variance because the jury instructions, the government's evidence at trial, and summation all captured the core of criminality charged in the indictment, and the defendant was not prejudiced by any alleged variance. Further, because the government neither intentionally delayed its prosecution, nor was the defendant prejudiced by any delay, the court also denies the defendant's motion based on pre-indictment delay. Finally, the court grants the defendant's motion as to multiplicity. The government concedes that Count 1 is multiplicitous with Count 3, and the court further concludes that Count 5 is multiplicitous with Count 3. Count 5, like Counts 1 and 3, charged the defendant's participation in the same decade-long unlawful agreement with the defendant's continuous co-conspirator Jeffrey Epstein to groom and sexually abuse underage girls. Accordingly, the court will enter judgment of conviction on Counts 3, 4, and 6. The defendant's sentencing date remains scheduled for June 28, 2022. The court previously set a schedule for sentencing submissions that remains in effect. DKT number 656. This resolves DKT number 599. So ordered. Signed by Judge Allison J. Nathan on April 29, 2022. BW 120, Crossing 0033, OAJN1. Notice has been electronically mailed to David Boyes, 2, Patrick J. Smith, Jeffrey S. Pagliuca, Laura A. Menninger, Bobby C. Sternheim, Christian R. Everdell, Mark Stewart Cohen, Sigrid S. McCauley, Caitlin Boyd Townsend. 120 Crossing 0033 OAJN1 notice has been delivered by other means to